Friday night, Cougar fans, and welcome to week number 9 of the 2025 season. The Cougars are traveling just down the road, just south of Dry Prong, to Toomey Ingram Field to take on the Tioga Indians on this Halloween night. I'm Chad James. With me, as always, the coach, Thomas LaBorde. Coach, how you doing?
Coach, it's a chilly evening tonight.
It is.
But it's perfect football weather for a Friday night. And that sun is gone.
Yep.
It's a true night game starting right now.
Alexandria Solutions, Chevron Kingstop Fuel Plus,
must win for Grant.
Yeah.
Keep their playoff hopes alive.
Sponsors of Tioga High School.
I'm sorry, Coach.
No, go ahead. I was going to say, Indians are coming in here hot. Ranked 7th in Division 1 select.
Number 55,
Grant at 34 in Division 2 non-select. Grant looking to spoil their Tioga season. That's the motivation, I think, coming in.
You know what's so strange about that, and I was looking at some different things this afternoon before the game. Grant sitting on the outside looking in, but these two programs they would never meet each other in the playoffs. Both of them are playing on a different bracket, even though they're in the same district, which is an odd thing. But nonetheless, that is the structure. But Tioga's been playing well all season long. I believe they have one loss on the season, and the Cougars are looking to play the spoiler and hoping to come out with a win. But that's a tall order here tonight, Coach.
Oh, absolutely. If they can derail Tioga tonight, Tioga has to travel to Franklin Parish next week to end it. That could really start a downward slope. So I'm sure the Cougars are excited about that. Not only that, though, if I leave here, the closest high school is right up the road in
That's right.
Dry Prong, Louisiana.
That's right.
Literally the dividing line between Grant and Tioga is right there. So there's a lot of familiarity. I don't know if Grant has ever beaten Tioga in football.
I do not
searched and searched and searched.
Your captains for Grant tonight were number 7, Miles Futrell.
But I know one man who can do it, and that's number 1, Ahmad Sykes.
Ahmad Sykes. We were joking earlier. You know, it is Halloween night, and I believe the scariest man on the field
is Ahmad
Sykes. As you could just see on your screen, Tioga did win the toss and are electing to receive, so we'll see the Cougar defense that has struggled this season. They really have, and hopefully they can come up with some key stops tonight. You know, we often talk about a bend but don't break defense. They've unfortunately broke a few times this year, but we'd like to see them stiffen up a little bit tonight against this Tioga Indian offense.
And recent, I guess you call it LSU committed right after they fired Mike Kelly. That's Kervin Johnson, number 1. They probably don't want to kick to him.
I hope they don't kick to him.
They're gonna have to watch him tonight. Cougars got 11. Tioga's got 11. We're ready to kick this thing off.
Yeah, from our vantage point up here on the bird's nest, I guess what you'd call this, it looked like the Cougars had a lot of players on the field, but it is 11. Jaden Rivera standing back at his own 30-yard line, getting ready to get this one underway. And with a swing of the leg, we got a deep kick back to that young man who is dangerous with a football in his hand, and he's met by a host of Cougars bringing it out just across the 30-yard line.
Kickoff return by number 1, Kervin Johnson.
You know, Kervin is known as a receiver. He jump up and get the ball.
I'm not sure
it's quite as fast as Ahmad Sykes.
You're going to be hard-pressed to find a young man as fast as Ahmad anywhere, particularly in the state of Louisiana. Ahmad running a 4.4 laser time in the 40. Fast young man. We're going to get to see the Cougar defense start off this Week 9 contest first.
Just a little throwback pass.
Johnson's going to keep it himself, going to break 2 tackles, looking for the sideline, and he's going to step out of bounds at the Cougar 40.
He definitely didn't want to get any contact on that one.
No,
That
he
first
didn't.
down sponsored by
He
National
slowly
Tire
stepped out of
and
bounds, but not after a big gain.
They
here on
tried
the first play.
some kind of double reverse pass. Cougars did a great job. Again, tackling at the point of attack.
Got to get him on the ground. They're going to pitch this one, looking for the edge.
Number 19, Christian Isles.
Cougars rally to the ball, but not
Another
after another
Tioga.
big gain.
First
Looks like
down.
about 19 yards on the carry.
Cougars just not being aggressive enough on defense, just kind of taking some of these blocks.
Going to run this one straight ahead. Pickup of about 4 yards on the
Kenny
play.
Ponche up the middle.
Ponche, the running back there for Tioga.
That was a 4-yard gain. Second down,
So
Indians.
we've seen a little bit of mix here from Tioga, doing the little throwback pass, little jet
Just
sweep
sweep.
action here, and then they're just going to run it right up the middle.
We've got a very good offensive line, Chad.
We noticed that in the Jamboree. We actually watched that game.
That's the wrong play there by the freshman or the sophomore, Caden Duhan. He was the only man covering the receiver, and you know,
He bid on it, didn't he, Coach?
absolutely. You know, that's where it'll
That
shoot you.
touchdown sponsored by Chevron Kingstock.
4 plays into this Week 9 matchup, and Tioga has found the end zone. Quarterback Chase Malone there with just a little short pass to his running back. Ends in 6 points for the Tioga Indians. Running back there was Landry. Cougars trying to come after that one, but I believe we got a little bit of a head start. That was Ahmad Sykes coming wide
With a
open
flag
off the
thrown
edge.
before the kick.
Offsides is the call. Curious to see if Tioga will.
Accept it and go for 2. That's
Yeah.
somehow.
They have declined the penalty,
They'll take the points.
and they will take the point. So very quickly into this Week 9 matchup.
Bridges extra point is
10:44
good.
here in the first quarter. Tioga
Brought to you by
scoring
the
up
American
7-0
Cancer
over the
Society.
Grant Cougars.
Tioga 7, Grant 0.
You know, I was not able to be a part of the coaches show Tuesday night, and I know you and Coach had a long talk during the show. Did he
We just
give up
talked-
did he give up any information about who we're going to see at quarterback tonight for the Cougars?
You know, I would like to see Gage come out here and you know, get those reps.
I know we talked a little bit about. He mentioned, you know, different for the situation, different quarterback. I was just curious if he gave up anything. You know, Coach Felton's always tight-lipped. He doesn't give up a whole lot of information.
I'd like to see Gage come out here. I just think his arm and what he has as a quarterback kind of is really better suited to what they're trying to run. We saw that against Darvon Woods, man. They were just. It's a different dynamic when he's in the game, in that fast and wide. They're gonna pooch it off there.
Short, high kick, taking it about the 25 by
Jaden
Jaden
Moore.
Moore, getting up to the 30.
Kickoff
5-yard
return by number
return.
10, Jaden Moore.
You know,
for the
they
Cougars.
ran it one time. I believe it was against. Oh my God, I
He
can't
was hit
tell you who it was
quickly,
against.
Ray Jackson
But I
Turner.
think it's usually Dante Rubin.
Right.
He's not playing tonight. Where he turned around and ran and pitched it to
Yeah,
Sykes.
Sykes.
I thought they would do that there. I mean, there was nobody down here at the bottom of the screen. Well, it is Miles Futrell, so we'll see. We'll see what the Cougars come out in. Tioga's going to come out in that 4-man front.
Trips at the top of your screen. Going to hand it off to Ahmad Sykes, dancing around looking for a little room. And he's going to fall forward. Nice little extra effort. Got some help from Dante
Number
Pennington,
1,
looked
Ahmad
like.
Sykes on the carry for the Cougars.
Going to get on up there at about the 37
I'm going to have a
yard
complaint
line.
on Tioga's chains. They're just the poles with the orange circles. Usually you have the whole.
Yeah, you can't really see it very well. Ahmad gets it ball again, and he's going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 1,
Number
Ahmad
54
Sykes.
there, kind of watching the game. He needs
Tackled by
to
number
get his
15,
butt in gear.
AJ Adams.
Third down here for the Cougars.
You know, we still haven't seen the Cougars try to get Ahmad out on the edge almost all season, Chad.
No, we have not. And you, a player with the athletic ability and speed like Ahmad, you'd like to see him get that ball outside and in space. Cougars changing their formation. Low snap. Miles
There's not a throw that's going to be caught. I don't know if that's his strength.
Keith McKinney.
Cougars shoot themselves in the foot over and over.
Incomplete. Will bring up 4th down for the Cougars.
Even if he caught the ball, Coach,
He's not getting the first down.
No. Cougar punt unit's going to come out on 4th down. After a good first down run,
you know, you went right back to the well and it was stopped, and then that's not even a throw that's going to get a first down.
Like to see it thrown to the sticks. Nevertheless, it is 4th down.
It's a good punt.
Nice punt. Takes a Cougar bounce, and they're going to let that one roll back inside the 20 down to about the 17-yard line, where the Cougar defense will be back out on the field.
And Chad, they're going to have to match
Indians
score for
offense
score.
will take the field at the 18-yard line.
And that's not going to get it done.
No.
We've got to match score for score. You know, that.
In order for the Cougars to have a chance in this game, and I know that sounds probably defeatist, but just being real with the explosiveness of Tioga's offense and the struggles of defense.
They came down in 4 plays and scored.
4 plays and scored, so we're going to have to score with them. Like to see them open it up a little bit. 1st down and 10 for Tioga. Malone in the shotgun. Got a bunch of formation.
Good job,
side.
Sloan.
Big hole.
Number 21.
Tioga getting up to about the 35-yard line, 36-yard line for a 1st down.
Sponsored by National Tire and Auto.
Tackle was there to be made, but unfortunately the Cougars do not get the tackle. Tioga going a little tempo. Long going to hand it off straight ahead. Getting down to about the 44-yard line. Kenny Ponche on the carry. Tioga continuing to go tempo here. Matthew Cooper was cheating up like he wanted to show pressure. That pass is complete across the 50 in the Cougar territory at about the 49-yard line.
1st down.
You can see the pressure here, Coach. Tioga's offense is putting on this struggling Cougar defense.
There's a level of physicality. I don't know if the Cougars can.
Cougars bring a little pressure. Nice tackle there from behind by Matthew Cooper.
You know, I'd like to see maybe I've seen it a few times. Number 5 there, tight end for Tioga, is getting very close to holding. And may come back to bite him.
Matthew Cooper coming behind. Around the edge, tackle over there is going to be made.
Hayden Duhan, number 20, Hayden
Duhan. On the carry, that'll be a Tioga.
Or Kyron Duhan, I'm sorry. Or it might be Kyron. I have to double check my notes. I know the last name's Duhan, sophomore.
1st down for Tioga. Still moving the football.
That's going to be right there. That's a good job by Braden Sloan. Great job by Braden Sloan picking up the little just a little out route right there, 19, because that's where you wanted to go with the ball.
Malone's pass was intended for number 41, Jeremiah
Pass was
Hunter,
a little bit
down
short,
Indians.
going to bring up 2nd down and 10 here for Tioga.
Chad, this is a senior-laden team that we saw for Tioga here.
Yeah, as they were coming out, senior night here in Tioga.
Great job by Matthew Cooper.
Nice play, Matthew Cooper. Coming with some pressure, going to bring up
on the carry,
a big 3rd down here for Tioga. You would probably think this is going to be 4 down territory.
I'm going to put a little money on it. They're going to throw a jump ball here to Kervin Johnson down at the bottom. If I had to put a little money on it.
We haven't called his name yet.
Well, it looks like he got banged up earlier on that play. He came out, they were kind of tending to him. We haven't seen him since then. I'd be willing to bet they're going to try to throw something up to him.
Irvin Johnson committed to LSU. Cougars
with a stop.
With a stop here on third down, going to bring up fourth down, and if I had to guess, they're
going to go for it.
Tioga and Cougars territory. Been moving the ball effectively here all night long up until this moment, but I would expect them to go for it here with fourth down and 9. Seven minutes left here in the first quarter. Tioga up 7-0. Big play here for the Cougar defense.
They might want to move up Miles here at safety. Yep, that's what I said they should have done.
And that's going to be enough for a first down.
You know, he's got to see that and react instead of standing there flat-footed.
Yeah, because you're giving them a cushion there to get the first down on that play, and indeed that's what they do. Ball is about the 22-yard line.
You hate to see that. Cougars great defensive series. And they're going to go right back to Ponche.
Cougars play that one well, but not after a gain of about 4 yards there for the running back.
But we've seen the Cougars just get sucked in by those screens all year.
Yeah.
You know,
second down Indians.
They want to play so deep.
Cougars showing a little pressure, going to pitch it
outside to number 21,
Ponche, and that'll set up a first and goal for Tioga inside the 10.
And what's happened is a lot of these Cougar defenders are seeing it and just kind of waiting for it to come to them. And that's not a recipe for success with this running back. They've got to be coming downhill, and downhill in a hurry.
Same play.
See how they're backing up, they're backing up, they're backing up. They're never going to tackle them.
That's another Tioga touchdown.
There's no need to read it, Chad. It was evident from the snap where it was going. Come downhill and make a tackle. You know, you can't just back up. You know, what do you?
You can't go backwards. Not when you're playing defense. Tioga lining up for the point after. Mott Sykes tried to block one earlier, trying to time it up just right, and that kick is up. It's good. 5:49 left here in the first quarter. Tioga up 14-0 over the Grant Cougars. Stay with us here at Toomey Ingram Field in Tioga. We're going to take a quick break, but stay right here with us for live coverage of Grant Cougar football right here on 446 Sports. Welcome back here to Week 9 coverage of Grant Cougar football. Cougars on the road here at Tioga High School, and down a couple of scores here early in this ball game. 5:49, Cougars down 14-0. Identical kick, and that ball is going to end up on the ground, recovered by Tioga.
Bridges kickoff.
Tioga is set up in.
You know, Chad, it gets frustrating because I want to say 80% of the kicks this year have been to that spot. And we put two of the most unsure-handed people there all year. You know, at some point, the common sense takes over.
Cougar
you might want to put a mod there.
My mod Sykes over there. Cougar defense is, because it's pretty evident they're not going to kick the ball to a mod.
We haven't seen one all year.
No. Cougar defense back out on the field. I think we've run 3 offensive plays here halfway through the first quarter. Ball is spotted at the 24-yard line of the Cougars after the fumbled kickoff. Quarterback Chase Malone standing back at the 30, waiting on the snap. Handing the ball off to Ponche.
And Drake Glass.
Number 21, Kenny Ponche on the carry.
A little extracurricular
Brought
activity,
down
no
number
flags.
14, Jake Glass.
Action, I do see a flag there in the middle of the field. Waiting to see what the call is. It's going to be a personal foul face mask against the Cougars.
I think he got him on the jersey.
Personal foul, face mask against Grant.
So they'll walk this one ahead 15 yards.
I'd love to see that one on the Jumbotron. Felt like he got him by the jersey.
And that's going to set up Tioga first and goal. We can hear somebody singing happy birthday down there from the cheerleaders.
Certainly not the Grant Cougar.
Certainly not. And we are waiting on the officials to get the ball. Now they're moving it back. Seems to be a little bit of confusion down here on the field. Now we're walking the ball back. So that one is not going to be first and goal. They'll back it up outside the 10-yard line with a Tioga Indian offense. We'll get this one underway. Malone trying a little jet sweep. And
great job by Matthew Cooper.
Number 10, Angelo
Heck of a
Shelton.
tackle there by number
Brought down
37,
number 37, Matthew Cooper for the
of
Cougars.
Well played by Matthew.
You know, he's one of the few that are coming downhill, you know, with a purpose. Him and Braden Sloan have had, from my vantage point, came to play tonight.
Loss of 2 on the play, bring up second down and 12. We'll pitch it over to the left side to Ponche.
Good
Cougars
job,
are
Jaden
over.
Moore.
Jaden Moore all over that one, and they're going to lose even
21,
more
Kenny
yardage
Ponche brought down in the
on that
backfield.
play.
You know, that's what the Cougars got to do, just attack, just attack.
Third down and about 15, 16 yards here.
You know, it's not time to play prevent.
No, certainly not time to play prevent defense.
You know, I think Tioga's going to try to attack it up there at the top of your screen. The safety is cheated over this way. Yep.
That's exactly what they do, Coach. And that one's going to be out of bounds. Bring up fourth down here for Tioga. It looks like they got running the field goal.
Sometimes I feel smart. I just saw no safety, you know, over the top.
That's why they pay you the big bucks, Coach. Well, that's a little bit of a win there for the Cougar defense to hold them to a field goal attempt after what looked like it was going to be a disaster.
I would have one man at the sticks just in case, and it kind of looks like what Grant is doing, and see if Ahmad can come on over here and block this thing.
Ahmad trying to get over there.
There's no way I can tell. Oh, I think he missed it. No. Yeah, he
That one
did.
is no good. So
And the
that is
Cougars-
a big win here for the Cougar defense, who has
Bridges'
struggled.
extra point is-
The turnover
field
put
goal
them
is no good.
in a very, very difficult position, and winds up standing up, holding Tioga to a field goal attempt, and they miss. So,
And Chad, that shows you. I know you're gonna say there's 4 minutes left.
Yeah,
14
yeah.
nothing.
Go ahead.
You know how good the Cougars can be.
Yeah.
This is a school with double their enrollment.
Yes.
You know how good they truly can be.
Yeah.
Those flashes. You know, this is the number. You know, this is a top 8 seed in the.
Mod Sykes trying to get the edge. He does.
Number 1.
But does get a good gain there on first down. Going to bring up a second down and about 2.
I think he should have got more vertical quicker.
Second and 2.
He kind of helped number 8 there,
A little bit. Yeah, he did.
trying to buck and weave.
Mod Sykes with a little room, and he's going to have a Cougar first down up across the 25-yard line up to the 26.
Grant O-line running that little gap power scheme, having some success. You can't keep
doing it.
Right. Nope.
Miles is going to throw one, and that one's going to be a little high for Keith
Pass is
McKinney, falling
intended for number 2,
incomplete.
McKinney.
And that's one we've seen Husseini complete.
Yeah.
Second down for Grant.
That's one of those passes, Coach. You've got to put it on them, right?
Absolutely. I don't think that's his strong suit. That's a timing thing. That's something you learn over time.
To keep it on the ground with a mod, he's going to break one tackle, get hit hard just across the 40-yard line
Sykes up the
up
middle, brought down by number
to
22.
about the 41-yard line.
Now you got a big third down.
Third down and 6 here for the Cougar offense.
Third down
Miles
for Grant. Indians
looking at the
fans, make some
sideline.
noise.
Play caller Chris Adams. Big play here for the Cougar offense. They keep it on the ground with Ahmad Sykes. He's going to be short of the line to gain.
Number 1, Sykes, hit quickly by number 18, Joe
They'll bring up a
Rose.
fourth down.
Fourth down
About
for the
3.
Cougars.
Looks like the Cougar offense is staying on the field.
I mean, you got to go for it here.
You're down 2 scores here.
You got to
early
wonder
in
what the
this
play
game.
call is going to be. You just can't keep going back to that well on the same play over and over and over. You know that at this point, the defensive coordinator just has to stop one play.
Yeah.
You know, I think we knew it was coming.
I think we knew it was coming. I was hoping it would be something else, but unfortunately it's not. The Cougars going to turn this one over on downs after they had a little bit of momentum there after the defensive stop and moved the ball, got a first down, and just grinds to a halt here, giving
Indians offense
Tioga
taking
the
the
ball
field
back
at the
here with
44-yard
2:23 left in the first
2:23
quarter.
left in the first quarter.
Down 14-0 early in this ball game. Long looking to throw. He's going to turn loose. That one deep. It's going to fall incomplete, but looks like we're going to have.
Christian Isles.
That is not pass interference in any aspect of the game. Great coverage. Got his head around. Had a trailing arm. It's just.
They call it
Holding.
Holding.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I'm staring the same thing he's staring at.
It's going to be first down and 10 from the Cougar 29-yard line for Tioga after the holding penalty. Hand the ball off.
Futrell's got to come down and hit. He can't come down there and duck his head.
Tackle there made by Jake Glass,
Kenny Ponche on the
pursuing the
carry.
running back Kenny Ponche.
Brought down by number 14, Jake Glass.
Not after a gain of 5 yards.
6-yard run there by Ponche.
Ponche right up the middle, and he's going to fall forward for another Tioga first down.
You know, you see Tioga kind of mixing it up a little bit. You know, you like to see that from our offense.
First down.
Ponche again over the left side. Going to pick up about 4 yards on the play.
You know, they're going to be content to do
5
that
yard
all
run
night.
by Kenny Ponche. Second down for the Indians.
Just take their time.
Yeah, you noticed earlier they were running tempo, running quick, but now they're up 2 scores, so they're just methodically moving the ball down the field.
Well, Kervin Johnson's not in the game. He hasn't been since he came out again.
That ball is almost intercepted by the Cougars. Sean Williams jumped that route.
That's a great job in coverage right there by Sean Williams.
Pass batted away by number 3, Sean Williams
But
Jr.
we have
for
not
the
seen
Cougars.
Kervin Johnson. I don't know if he's.
Third down.
I can't find him on the sideline. He had some kind of, I don't know if it was some kind of, actually I found him, Alan, you don't need to show him, but his pads are off and he looks like he's done for the night.
Yeah, indeed he is.
So I think that's definitely going to affect the way Tioga calls this game. And they're going to just try to stay on the ground. And why would you stand there at the goal line and wait?
Tioga touchdown. 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. You know, Coach was talking about Johnson being out of the game. Maybe it would affect the way Tioga calls their game.
And it has. You know, they usually seen they've gone straight run.
Just run.
And but if you stand there flat-footed and watch it and wait, you're not going to tackle it.
No.
This is a physical team that will run the ball. You've got to meet it. You got to meet it with the same kind of force and violence.
Brought to you by the American Cancer Society.
37 seconds left here in the first
Grant,
quarter.
0.
Tioga's opened up a 3-score lead here, up 21-0.
And we've seen Ahmad, you know, very close to breaking one a couple times, and I think it'll happen tonight.
I think it will too, Coach, but how many times are we going to see him there? They're expecting it. You know, now Ahmad's a special athlete. Now, they have moved him up. You can see where Ahmad is standing.
You know, look. That's why they don't pay us coaches a lot of money. That's why I don't coach anymore. You know,
Ahmad moved from the deep position up to about the 30-yard line where they've kicked the ball the last 2 times.
Look. Some of these runs he's had in this game so far for first downs, they haven't been there. It's just been him.
It's just been him.
You know, my God, imagine if we could get him out in space.
And they kick it to the opposite side. Ball's going to be
McKinney.
fielded by Keith McKinney. Keith does have some speed. He's looking for the edge, looking for a lane. He's going to find one. He's got one man to beat, and he's going to step out of bounds over in Tioga territory. Up near the 40-yard line at about the 41, 42-yard line. Big return by Keith McKinney. I was just saying Keith McKinney has returned one or two, maybe perhaps to the house.
The kicker saved that one.
Yeah, he did. He was the lone man to beat, and
That's why I'll always like to send somebody, just go hit. As soon as he kicks off, you just run and go hit the kicker.
Go hit the
Just
kicker.
annihilate him. You know.
The Cougars with a golden opportunity here.
They're going to have to be creative. Look at Tioga. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a safety playing at 8, almost 6 yards, Chad. Oh, hold on, about 7, 8 yards.
I think they're expecting Ahmad Sykes to get the football.
I mean, they're lined up for it, and there it is.
Tioga slamming
and what upsets me is the Grant offensive line just seems to be watching it happen.
Gonna lose a yard on the play. Second down and 11 in the waning seconds here of the first quarter. Cougars do get a playoff and going to throw a deep ball incomplete to
You know, that was
Sean
the
Williams.
same coverage we saw down here on
Pass
the
will be
flag.
incomplete. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
You know, that's where people get upset.
Tioga 21,
Yeah.
Grant 0.
That's going to be the end of one here at Toomey Ingram Stadium. Cougars down by 3 scores, 21-0 to Tioga. And we're going to step away for just a few moments and pay some bills. Stay right here with us for 446 Sports coverage of
Tioga High
Grant
School
Cougar
parents, Mr.
football.
Arrington.
Welcome back to open the second quarter of play here. Grant taking on Tioga. And that ball is going to be over the head of Sean Williams.
Pass was intended for
This
number
was
3,
a big
Sean
third
Williams
down
Jr.
play. It looks like the Cougar offense
Great
is going to
coverage
stay
by
on
number
the
4,
field.
Kentrell Bates.
Chad, you know, we saw the one slant, but you know, maybe some rollout or something. You know,
Something.
You know, it just seems to be verticals. You know, you got to be a real dude to just be able to throw vertical.
Absolutely. Cougar offense staying on the field here on 4th down. Miles is going to call his own number.
Great job by Future to get away.
And he's going to have enough for a Cougar first down. I don't see any flags on the play.
I like the attempt, but you got to put Sykes in motion.
That was number 7,
Because if you start him right out of the backfield,
number 14, Bryson Fall.
it's easy to react to
First
the
down.
linebacker. That's why I wasn't there.
First down and 10 after the Futural.
You know, you want to motion him out there.
Sidearm.
Good throw. Oh, helmet to helmet.
To Keith McKinney, and he is
Future's pass was
walloped
complete to number 2, Keith
at
McKinney.
the 25-yard
Stopped quickly
line.
by Trey Fisher.
No flag. Looked like it was helmet from our
1,000%.
Keith popped right back up. Low snap, hand it to Ahmad. Ahmad looking for some room. He's got a little room over the left side. And he's going to be forced out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Nice run by Ahmad Sykes. Cougar offense moving the ball here a little bit to open the second quarter. Cougars really need to get in the end zone. Down by 3 scores to try to get back in this ball game. Ahmad Sykes straight ahead dancing around. He's going to be met after a pickup of about 2.
Number 1, Sykes, hit quickly by the Indians.
Cougars going low tempo here. Pass complete to Keith McKinney down to
Pass
about the
complete
11-yard
to number
line.
2,
Going to bring
Keith
up a
McKinney.
3rd down.
Brought down by number 2, David Garrett.
For the Cougar
3rd
offense.
down for the Cougars. Let him hit
Ball's
the
going to be
Indians,
spotted
fellas.
over here on the near hash.
I think I know who's getting the ball here, Chad.
I think I do too. Miles going to keep it himself, and Miles Futural is going to go into the end zone for the
Number
first
7,
score of the
Miles
night here
Futural
for
takes it
the
into the end zone for the Cougars.
Cougar offense. Now I kind of like that a little bit.
I like that
Ever-
because it appeared to be the power, but they you know, it was kind of like a follow. Instead of read it option the other way, it was power follow.
Right. I do like that. Miles Futural scoring here for the first time. 10:27 here in the second quarter. Snap is down, kick is up, and that kick is good from Jaden Rivera.
We're back
So
in this thing, Chad.
10-27 here in the
Extra
second
point is
quarter.
good.
Cougars
Number
claw
11,
their way
Jose
back into
Rivera.
this game, down 21-7 to
Grant puts 7 on the board.
the first place team in District 2-4A, the Tioga Indians. Now that was good to see, Coach. A little bit of a response, kind of put a drive together and get some points. We know the Cougar offense can score points.
Well, we got this. Look, Miles' strong suit is him on the ground.
Yeah.
We saw a run up there. We saw a run down here for the touchdown. Man, I would love to see him. I would love to see him, Gage, and Ahmad all in the backfield.
All three. Yeah.
You know, I think Miles translates as almost as a running back.
Yeah. And Miles is deceptively fast. We've
Correct.
seen
We've seen him in Peabody.
Yeah.
You know.
Nice drive by the Cougar offense. Jaden Rivera lining up the kicking unit. Wonder if Coach is going to pull an onside kick out of his hat. Nope.
That's a
gonna
great
kick
kick.
That one deep. Ball's fielded down
have to
about
come
the
down
6-yard line. And he's got one man to beat, Jaden And just like that, Coach, we come back within 2, give up a big
Well, we've seen that all
kickoff
year.
return.
It's probably in their best interest not to kick it off.
Yeah, keep it on the ground.
Exactly. You know, and again, missed tackle. They had him right there at about the 25. You know, and Rivera's got to do a better job. Look, I know he's there to kick, but if you go back to the Tioga kicker, Rivera's got to be kind of strafing the angle. He stood where he was, and then
In reality.
he's not going to catch him.
No, not going to catch him.
So, you know, you got to kind of coach that one up a little bit better.
Tioga lining up for the point after the attempt. That ball was fielded back at about the 11-yard line. 89-yard kickoff return. Snap is down, kick is up, kick is good. So just like that, Cougars score a touchdown with 10-27, 10-13, and Tioga jumps back up to a 3-score lead, 28-7 here over the Cougars. We're going to step away. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay right here with us on 446 Sports, live coverage of Grant Cougar Football. Welcome back to Toomey Ingram Field. After 89-yard kickoff return, Tioga opens it back up to a 3-score lead, and that
Touchback by Ethan Bridges.
kick is going out of the end zone for a touchback. Cougar offense will be coming out momentarily to the 20-yard line. Now we saw the Cougar offense put a drive together. Got a lot more field to cover this time, but we know they are capable.
Going to get a timeout here for the Cougars.
And we did see, Coach, a little bit of variety on that last Cougar possession.
Timeout call. Timeout sponsored by
Miles
Women
running
Life and
himself,
Tennessee
throwing
IV
the ball
Bar.
a little bit, and it,
The little hitches,
yeah.
you know.
Maybe Coach Adams and Coach Felton are over there drawing some plays up in the dirt, you think? In the turf, rather. Want to invite everyone.
You know, I would say that anything that we haven't seen all year, Tioga hadn't seen either.
Right.
So, I mean, you know, by all means, throw the playbook. Start throwing stuff at the wall and see what sticks.
Want to invite everyone to tune in the morning. Marshall Leffler and the Red River Roundup. Wrap-up show for all of the teams here in the 446 universe. Miles Futrell in the Cougar offense. Miles is going to
I like that. I like that.
Swing pass out to
Jaden Moore's going to tackle the defender. You know, you can't do that. You know, I mean.
Number 1, Sykes.
Flag
on the
in.
carry.
Flag in over there, and that's gonna back that one up.
You know, and that one's it's so telegraphed. I mean, you know, kudos for the effort.
Yeah, I do like the idea of getting the ball out creatively to an athlete like Ahmad in space. But that one's going to back that one up and put them behind the sticks here. Ball's going to be spotted back at the 10-yard line. First down and 20. 90 yards of Tioga turf to cover to get in the end zone. Running it straight ahead to Ahmad. Had somebody get him around the ankle, and a lot of red jerseys rallied to the football.
Nowhere for the Cougars to go.
No gain on the play. Second down and 20. Coach, there's not a lot of plays in your playbook for a situation like that, is it?
There's not, you know, that's not going to be one.
That one's not going to work. Miles is going to lose even more yardage. Going to bring up third down and a couple of bus links.
You know, that's the problem when you do a two-man route and one's a hitch. And I have to go back and look what the other one was. But they were both covered up well, and, you know. I mean, look, there's nothing there.
There's nothing there. And he's going to throw that one incomplete. Fourth down.
You'd like to see a flag there. I mean, goodness. You know,
fourth down for Grant.
You hate the disparity.
It's kind of hard to throw the football.
Kind of hard to catch it, you know, being, you know.
Yeah. Nevertheless, Cougar punt units having to come out, going to be punting from their own end zone.
You know, just Cougar offense just cannot get out of its own way.
Penalty put them behind the chains early.
You know, they ran two slants right there, and, you know, I don't know if two slants is the call. You know. That's going to get blocked.
Snap is low, and that one, somebody's going to get their hand on it. Tioga's going to pick that one up and going to be tackled at about the 10-yard line.
You know, they blow these little horns here.
That's a big horn there, Coach. First down and goal here for the Tioga Indian offense. .8:57 left here before halftime. Cougars down 28-7. Tioga. Ponche straight ahead, and he's going to fall into the end zone.
Kenny Ponche forces his
Touchdown run. I was waiting on him to quit blowing the horns out here. 10-yard touchdown run there by Kenny Ponche. Contact was made pretty quick after he got to the line of scrimmage, but manages to rumble his way into the end zone. .49 left in this ball game, and it's been all Tioga Indians. That kick is up, and it is no good.
extra point, no good.
score now
Tioga
stands at
34,
34-7 over the Cougars. We're going to step away and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Toomey Ingram Field here in Tioga, Louisiana. Week 9 matchup between the Grant Cougars and the Tioga Indians. They're going to kick that one short. It's going to be fielded and hit hard.
And that's going to be a flag.
We do have a flag come out on that play. We'll wait and see exactly what the call is, but this is probably going to be. There's another flag coming in late. Looks like this is going to go against Tioga. A third flag coming in.
We got flags all over the field.
We see one of the officials is quite upset. Wait and see, let them get this sorted out, Coach. That definitely the hit looked like a helmet-to-helmet hit.
Well, we saw one earlier. That was 100%. This one, I don't know, but it seems that Tioga, we kind of saw Ponche when he scored, said something to the referee that the defensive players were talking to the referees. We don't know what's being said.
These last two flags were obviously after the play. They came in late, so I don't know if we've got some unsportsmanlike stuff going on or what. We can see the Tioga defenders are moving farther up the field, so this is probably going to be quite a substantial penalty against, multiple penalties against Tioga. Officials still huddled up down about the 34-yard line. 3 flags are on the field.
Come on, let's go!
And a man in a white hat coming out to make the call. We have a personal foul against Tioga. Unsportsmanlike against Tioga. And looks like someone's being ejected, judging by the hand motions from the official. Probably hear the Tioga fan base does not like this, but from
the Tioga fans are being very classy right now.
That looked like the motion of the man in the white hat, the head official, was someone is being ejected.
I don't know, was it a player or was it a coach?
I'm not sure.
Let's see if we can get the
pretty heated discussion going on at about the 45-yard line from.
Have you seen a Tioga player come off the field?
We have a Tioga coach talking to a Tioga player down here about the 30. Number 4 for Tioga appears to be coming out of the game, so I'm guessing that is who the unsportsmanlike is against.
You hate to see the adults. We're right on top of the fans.
Yes, we are.
The adults, make an example for the children.
Number 4, Bates, appears to be being ejected from the ball game. That is indeed who it is. So after all the penalty yardage,
so he walked off, or
they took his helmet.
Okay. And who is that?
Number 4, Bates for Tioga. So the Cougar offense is going to take over the Tioga 35-yard line. Miles is going to throw. He's got Jaden Moore wide open. That's going to be a Cougar touchdown.
He pass was complete to number 10, Jaden Moore.
Jaden Moore slipping out of the back end of the Tioga coverage, and Miles Futrell dumping it right in his arms, and that's going to be a Cougar touchdown here with 8:49. Got another flag down on the field. We'll see what the call is. Things are getting a little bit chippy out there.
Well, here's the thing. They're not getting chippy with the Cougars. The Tioga team and the officials are getting chippy. The Cougars, they took the hit and walked over to the Coach Felton on the sideline and stood there and waited as Tioga just kept getting flag after flag after flag.
Flag on the field. We see the head official going over to Coach Felton.
You can hear the Tioga kids screaming at their coaches.
It is against Tioga, because we could see Coach Felton saying he wanted to unsportsmanlike conduct against Tioga.
Personal foul against Tioga.
I don't know if you could hear the house announcer here. They said personal foul, but the signal from the official was unsportsmanlike conduct. So we're going to have timeout on the field. Looks like the Tioga coaches are going to try to cool the emotions here a little bit on Tioga after all of the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. So got timeout on the field. We're going to step away for just a moment. We'll come right back here to Toomey Ingram Field. Welcome back to Tioga, Toomey Ingram Field, Week 9 matchup between the Cougars and the Tioga Indians. After a pretty emotional event out here on the field, 3 unsportsmanlike penalties. Cougars did score, and that kick is good
Extra point is
from
good.
Jaden Rivera.
Jose Rivera.
With
Tioga 34,
8:49
Grant 14.
left here before halftime, the Cougars have closed the lead down 34-14 to Tioga, and you like to take it however you can get it, Coach, but Cougars did capitalize on a number of unsportsmanlike penalties here.
Yeah, it's
Tioga.
You kind of would expect it to be chippy between Tioga and Grant.
Yeah.
But this appears to be Tioga versus the officials. It started with the hit.
Yeah.
This far side official, who probably shouldn't make that call, but he did. And look, there was one down here that wasn't, so I'm not going to sit there and argue with it. But that was the call. And then you saw some Tioga players verbally. Grant was over there on the 40.
Yeah.
While they were waiting, they were talking to the Coach Adams, offensive coordinator. There were 2 flags thrown while Grant was over there, and it was Tioga and the officials.
After the play, yeah.
So, and the official, it's clear that the officials were telling, they fear they were interacting with each other and not finding out a positive way.
Yeah.
And then down here again, we saw it. I mean, we could hear the verbal, I guess you'd say profanity between the coaches and the officials and the Tioga kids. And the Grant kids, again, they were off to the side. So that the chippiness you know, they're gonna have to just play.
Just play football.
Grant's just playing.
Yeah, just play the game. So the penalty yardage from the last unsportsmanlike call, Coach Felton opted to enforce it on the kickoff, and so Jaden Rivera kicks it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tioga offense taking over at the 20. Tioga looking for the edge, and they do have the edge. Going to step out
Number
of
21,
bounds.
Kenny Ponche.
Up
First
at about the
down,
34-yard
Tioga.
line. Matthew Cooper forcing him out of bounds and ended up over there almost underneath the Tioga bench. Gain of about 14 yards on that carry. On the ground again with Ponche. Ponche, big hit on Brady
Number
Sloan.
21, Kenny Ponche.
And that's kind of rough to say when the running back's
9-yard
delivering the
run.
blow, but very physical run there from Ponche. 9 yards on the carry. Malone looking to throw. He's going to air one out, and that one's going to fall incomplete.
Malone's pass incomplete.
We'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 here for Tioga. From the 34. Malone in the shotgun, 2 receivers at the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom. Puts a man in motion, and they're going to hand that one off to the motion man.
Number 19, Christian Isles on the carry.
Don Davis comes up to make the
First
tackle.
down.
He gets struck pretty hard. But a Tioga ball carrier going to pick up the 1st down, moving the ball over into Cougar territory at the 48-yard line. Very, very physical running, I should say, by this Tioga offense. Run straight ahead with Ponche. He's going to be tackled down.
21, Kenny Ponche up the middle. 7-yard gain.
Two receivers at the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom. Malone, play action. He's going to turn one loose. And that's going to be pass interference.
Pass intended for number 10, Andrew Shelton.
Ball's incomplete, but that's going to be pass interference against the Cougars. Got to get the head around. First down and 10 here for Tioga. Ball's going to be at about the 26-yard line. Malone putting the man in motion. Going to hand it straight ahead to Ponche. And
Kenny Ponche on the carry.
he's going to be tackled by number 37, Matthew Cooper.
Has an 8-yard run. 2nd down.
It was a 7-yard run, not an 8-yard run. If you could hear the house announcer here. Tioga slowing down, being methodical. Ponche getting the ball again. Missed Cooper by Matthew Cooper. Missed tackle by
Touchdown sponsored by Chevron Kingstock.
Just got to keep tackling. Just got a tackle.
Broke one tackle and there was no one else there. For another touchdown from number 21, Kenny Ponche of Tioga. Snap is down, kick is up. That kick is good. So 6:52 left before halftime. Iowa's up 41-14 over the Cougars. We're going to step away and we'll be back in just a moment. Cougar offense going to get another opportunity. Welcome back to Toomey Ingram Stadium in Tioga. That kick's going to be short. Fair catch was called for. And
You know, Coach, they moved him earlier, and they moved him back.
moved him back deep. Fair catch was called for. Cougars were fortunate because we muffed the fair catch, but was able to get back on the ball. Going to be at about the 27-yard line where the Cougar offense will take over. Last possession, Cougar offense got behind the sticks earlier on a penalty. And so we'll see if they can put a drive together here. Handoff inside to Ahmad Sykes. He's having to reverse his direction. Going to break one tackle and all that running.
Number 1, Ahmad Sykes on the carry. Forced out of bounds. Bring up second down.
He just did get back to the line of scrimmage. Picked up about 1 yard. Miles throwing, incomplete. Third down and 9.
Incomplete pass. Bring up third
Pass
down.
was behind Keith McKinney.
I don't know what you call here on 3rd and 9.
I don't either, Coach.
I don't even know if the playbook's built for it. I don't even know what that is. You're not even going to get a first down.
Pass is going to be called incomplete. It really wouldn't matter if it was complete. It wouldn't have been a gain, but maybe a yard. 4th down.
It was a low throw on a almost just like a little 2-3 yard hitch when you're 3rd and 9. I don't know what you were going to accomplish with that at all.
Cougar punt unit's coming out. After a quick 3 and out, they're going to give the ball back to that Tioga offense that's been moving the ball effectively here tonight.
I mean, you can't keep asking the defense to come out here, drive after drive, and it's going to be almost blocked again.
Ball's going to be fielded at about 41. Ball carrier is still on his feet.
Nobody wanted to tackle him, not a soul. don't put forth any effort, what do you expect?
That last Tioga offensive possession, we saw the physicality from the Tioga ball carriers. And from our vantage point, it looked like we wanted no part of that. Snap is down, kick is up, and that
The extra
kick is
point
good.
is good through the uprights.
6:08 before halftime.
The extra
Tioga
point
opened
brought
their
to you by
lead
the
up
American
48
Cancer
to
Society.
14 here over the Cougars. We're going to step away and we'll be right back here in just a moment with more 446 coverage. Welcome back to Toomey Ingram Stadium here at Tioga High School. District 2 4A contest between the Grant Cougars
Number 2,
and
McKinney on the
Tioga
return.
Indians. It's been all Tioga Indians here tonight. Very, very physical
Forced out of bounds by
football
number
team.
23, Trey Fisher.
After the 3 and out, Cougars punted away and Tioga takes it all the way back to the house. So we're going to see Cougar offense once again. Down by 34 here halfway through the second quarter. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen, hand the ball off inside to Ahmad Sykes, and he's going to get up
Number 1,
to about the 44-yard line.
Tackle made by number 15,
Second down and
AJ
5.
Adams.
The Grant offensive line is going to have to get more of a push and stay on their blocks a lot longer. They come out here in a 2 tight end personnel set. Whoever's at center, he's getting just killed.
Big stop by number 15, AJ
And that one's going to lose yardage. Ball carrier there, Ahmad Sykes.
Third down
And that's why you
here for the Cougars.
can't run those up the middle plays, man. He's just getting obliterated. 77 for Grant on the tackle.
Oh, my goodness. They'll lose about 2 yards on that play.
I don't know if that young man can block number 15.
I don't think so.
He just.
He's going to throw it. That pass is going to be complete right at the sticks.
Oh, he could have just kept going.
But you
Stop
got to
dancing.
go forward. You got to know where the sticks are and
Future's
not
pass,
dance.
number 2, McKinney, is complete.
It'll be 4th down and about
had a
1.
first down,
He
just
had a
falls
first
forward.
down.
And here for the Cougars.
Pass complete from Miles Futrell to Keith McKinney. 4th down and 1.
Get loud, Indian fans.
Miles going to call his own number, and he's going to be right at the line to gain. Tioga blew that play up from the get-go.
You're going to call it first down.
Miles
Quarterback keeper by
is going to
Futrell.
get the first down by the
Grant first
skin of
down.
his teeth. He was right at the line to gain when he went down. First down and 10 from the Cougars from about midfield. Bad snap. Ball comes out, but he was already down. One step forward and
Bad
2 steps
snap.
back.
Fell on by number 7.
Second
Futrell.
down and
Second and long
a
for
couple
the
of
Cougars.
bus links after the bad snap. Miles looking to throw, got pressure in his face, got a flag.
Future only
He's
keeper.
not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Flag
See what the
came
flag
in.
is. Looked like in the area of holding. That is the call. Guess the Cougars are going to back that one up 10 more yards.
That was holding against the Cougars.
I might decline that one. It'd have been 3rd down.
It'll be 2nd down here, and I can't even count that many yards over there, Coach. Timeout on the
Timeout
field.
called by Grant.
The
Sponsored
4:04
by Woodman
left in the
Life and
2nd
Dripsy
quarter.
IV
Cougars
Bar.
down 48-14.
That's about 30 yards. Should be 2nd and 30.
2nd down and 30. We're going to step away during the timeout, and we'll be right back with more coverage right here from Tioga.
I need my
Welcome back to Tioga High School Stadium. Cougars in quite a bit of a hole, to say the least. 2nd down and 30, going to throw a deep ball.
Goodness.
Ahmad Sykes had to turn into a
Pass
defender
knocked
on that
away by
one.
number 2, David Garrett.
My goodness.
Now 3rd down and 30. Well, we saw Ahmad split out wide over there. We've been talking about seeing Ahmad perhaps split out.
I don't know.
But the situation's really not.
No,
the
I
best
like
one
I
to be
like
in.
that. I like it a lot. I think that's one Gage throws.
Yeah.
He's got a little better touch on it. You know, you got to have some. You can't just chunk it. You know, you can't just chunk it up there. I like kind of like this formation.
3rd down and 30, low
I like
snap.
this. I like this.
Ahmad is open.
That's what I'm saying. Though you got to have
Incomplete
your
pass.
more
Flag
accurate
on the play.
passer.
Ahmad did have his hand up. He was open on that play. We do have a flag on the play.
Got a
Holding.
hold.
Holding. There's the signal. Holding
Hey.
against
Holding against
Cougars.
Grant.
So they're going to
Penalty
back that
declined.
one up. Oh, that
4th
penalty
down
was
for the
declined.
Cougars.
So the Cougar punting unit is going to come back out on the field.
I love that. I just think that Gage is probably the better suited one to stay in that pocket and deliver the ball.
Yeah. Last time the Cougars punted, Tioga brought it all the way back to the house. Short punt to the near side of the field. Takes a Cougar bounce up to about 35-yard line, 36-yard line, where the Tioga offense will take over.
Tioga offense will take
Now, I
the field
did
at the
see
46-yard line. 3 minutes, 44
different-
seconds left here before the half.
Tioga quarterback warming up on the sideline over here, so I wonder if Tioga is going to be subbing in some of their younger players. They got a pretty significant lead here, 34-point lead over the Cougars. Nope. Chase Malone is back in at quarterback. One more score here by the Tioga offense, and we will have a running clock.
Malone's pass
according
complete
to
to number 19.
LHSA rule. That pass was complete. Ball's going to be spotted down in Cougar territory at about the 35-yard line.
And just a reminder, per LHSA policy, no artificial noisemakers are allowed at game. I don't know if anybody knows that.
Ponche over the right
Kenny
side.
Ponche on the carry.
Down to about the 30, pickup of about 5 yards.
That'll be a
Yeah, I don't
5-yard
know that they
gain.
know that,
Second down,
Coach, with all
Toyota.
these air horns here.
Yeah, I think in the playoffs they'll know. Having coached in the playoffs, that let those officials come down there and there.
They don't tolerate that.
Nothing.
Second down and 5. Long quick throw near side. Ball is complete.
Malone's pass complete to
Tackle
number
over
10,
there
Angelo
by
Shelton.
Miles Futrell, who was a little bit slow to get up.
That'll be a 4-yard gain.
Third
Third and
down and
1
1.
here for the Indians.
Cougars making the substitution here on defense. Ball carry is Ponche.
And number 12.
Makes a couple guys here.
Sad, you know, both guys in that hole right there were just, you know, flat-footed and not trying to come down and make a tackle. There were 2 Cougar defenders.
I think that's 3 touchdowns on the night here for Tioga running back Kenny Ponche.
Again, per LHSA policy, no artificial noisemakers are allowed.
We kind of have to pause till they get
Yes.
through blowing the air horns here at Toomey Ingram Stadium. And
Now we see the mass exodus of people.
Bridges' extra point is good. Brought to you by the American Cancer
score now is
Society.
55-14 with 2:09 left before
Tioga
half.
55,
You'd have thought they'd
Grant
have
14.
went for 2, because 2 makes it 42 points running clock, but they just
Settle
went
for
ahead.
one. Per LHSA rules, 42-point lead means a running clock for the rest of the game. We're at 41 here in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Bring you the conclusion of the first half. Welcome back to Toomey Ingram Stadium here in Tioga, Louisiana. Tioga, it's been all Tioga here tonight. In fact, up 55-14 over the Cougars in this District 2
Touchback
4A
by
contest.
Ethan Bridges.
Cougar offense trying to get something going here. Very throughout the season, Cougar offense has been very explosive. But tonight, they've been struggling, and I believe you're right, Coach. We noticed number 9, Gage Hosini, warming up on the far sideline. Sophomore quarterback here for the Cougars. Looks like he's going to get an opportunity here to steer the ship for the Cougar offense. Gage, number 9, trotting out onto the field with this Cougar offense. Two receivers at the top of your screen, one at the bottom. Ahmad Sykes standing beside him, and he's going to throw one quick.
Pass intercepted by
For the other team, I think we'll have a little bit of miscommunication on that one. And they've gone ahead and started that running clock over there, Coach. 61-14 over the Grant Cougars. I thought we were going to have a whole lot to talk about on that one, but
And look, he's a sophomore.
yeah,
You know, but you got to give him more than, you know, just coming out there cold.
yeah.
Down by 50.
Snap down, kick is up.
The
That
extra
kick
point is good.
Tioga
Brought to you
opens
by
their
the
lead
American
some more,
Cancer
up
Society.
62-14 over the Cougars in
Tioga
this District
62,
2
Grant
4A
14.
contest. Tough night here for the Cougars.
Absolutely.
You know, it's one thing when you play well, you know, but you know they just haven't played really well tonight. There's been some good things that we saw, but
Well, look, I'm going to say it again, and I might sound like I'm beating a dead horse. Tioga doesn't dress any of their freshmen. You know, this is all upperclassmen. You know, they've got 900 kids in the school. You know, probably the second or third best program in Sinlaw behind Ash. You know, Grant's, you know, school of 500 kids in rural Grant Parish. But they fought well tonight. You know, they've been the smallest 4A for 4 years.
yeah,
And now finally been able to go back to 3A, kind of where they fit in.
right.
So you kind of expected some of this. Looks like there was a.
That'll bring us to the half.
Oh, they just let the clock run.
Yeah, they did
Tioga
start the
62,
clock
Grant
on that
14
last
on
score.
senior night.
Well, that's going to do it for the first half. Probably get a look at Gage running the offense. I know we can't make a determination off one play, but Cougars are down big here, 62-14.
I'd like to see him come out with that same kind of offense, the 4-receiver set, 5-receiver set. And he can throw the ball.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Maybe this halftime work him through what we're going to run, what we're going to do, so he can kind of mentally prepare. You know, look. You may say, Laborde, you calling for Gage, and he comes out and throws the pick six. Yeah, I understand that, but you're bringing a kid in down 50.
Yeah.
Once again, thank you.
And
to
his
the
first
House of
play, you know, there was a
Flowers.
little miscommunication. It looked like the route was wrong.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me.
And even Keith McKinney was kind of pointing at himself. Let him get in the rhythm.
Yeah.
I mean, he's your guy going forward.
Right.
Let him get in the rhythm. I mean, look, it's 62-14. Right now, you're going to be playing for reps.
Yeah.
And what an opportunity to get him in there with your first team and get some meaningful reps. You're not playing Tioga again
Yeah.
in the next 4 or 5 years.
Right.
You know, unless you move back up into 4A. You know, this might be one of the last times we see this game for the foreseeable future. This is a good team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're I believe their record's 8-1. You mentioned earlier, probably second or third best team in Sinlaw. In fact, I looked today and they were ranked number 2 in Sinlaw behind the Ash Trojans. And so this is a good football team. But we look forward to seeing, looking towards the future, what Gage can do. And we know he can play well. We've seen him play. So that's halftime. Cougars down 62-14 to the Tioga Indians. We're going to step away and take a break. And we'll be back to bring you the second half in just a minute, right here on 446 Sports coverage of Grant Cougar Football.
And we are back here at Toomey Ingram Field for the second half of Tioga versus Grant. Chad always lets me get a lead in as I work on my radio
Get your radio voice. It's been all Tioga here tonight, 62-14 over our Grant Cougars. Short kick, going to be fielded. Fair catch called for by
Fair
Jaden
catch
Moore
by
at
number
about
10,
the 30.
Jaden Moore for the Cougars.
32-yard line.
We've seen some good things.
Make some noise for
You
your
know,
Indians defense heading to the field.
In places. Just an outmatched team. You know, this is Tioga's competing in the 5A select private school playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, we're the smallest 4A going to 3A. You know, it's going to be a tall order regardless of what happened. We got Gage in with the starting offense. I doubt we see anybody of note for Tioga staying in the game.
I do see they do have their starters still in the game.
Man.
He's got a man wide open.
What a
throw. That was to Jaden Moore, and he was open, and Gage put that
on
the money.
Jaden Moore.
And that's the throw we've talked about. My goodness, that he dropped that thing in like a bread basket.
The bucket. Jaden just could not hang on to it. Ahmad Sykes looking for a little room, not going to find it. Going to bring up third down and about 8.
Ahmad Sykes hit by Henry, Fall, and Champion.
Tioga still with some of their first team
they
defenders out.
still got their first team in
for the
there.
Cougars.
You know, they've already lost Kervin Johnson for tonight. You think that some of those guys will, they've got a tall order next week.
Gage going to turn this one loose, and I think Keith stopped the route. That was going to fall incomplete, bring up fourth down.
They're going to punt.
Well, we've seen in just this little bit, we've seen what Gage brings to the table. That first throw was just beautiful. And really, I mean, we heard the house announcer say that ball was overthrown, but I think that was because I could see Keith again.
It hit both his hands.
Cougars get the kick away, and it's going to take a Cougar bounce and roll back to Tioga 30-yard line with the Tioga
Great
offense.
job there by the defense. That'll bring your offense to the field.
Tioga offense will take over after that Cougar 3 and out, and just looking at some of the players, Tioga still has their number ones in, up 62-14 here over the Cougars. Makes you wonder a little bit why they would leave them in there. Of course, I'm not the coach of the team, but
you know, last thing you want is an injury before your biggest game of the year for a district championship.
Conche gets his number called again. Couple
Number
of Cougars in there
21,
on the
Kenny
stop.
Conche. That'll be a Tioga first down.
And now you got your running back getting up slowly.
First down sponsored by National Tire and Auto.
You know, now he's down on the ground. We'll try not to get that image, but so we just talked about you're about to play for the district championship next week, and you got your starting running back in a game at 62-14, and now he's down on the ground hurt.
And Kervin Johnson.
18 cannot watch it. He's got to come
Mahomes'
down.
pass was complete to number 19.
They have not played that well all year. You know, you can't watch it happen. You've got to go blow it up.
Again, sponsored by National Tire and Auto.
First down there for Tioga. In Cougar territory at about the 42-yard line. Two receivers at the top of your screen, one at the bottom. We're going to keep that one on the ground.
Jackson Tarver on the carry.
5 or 6 yards on the carry.
That'll be a 5-yard gain.
Clock will be running here in the second half. Malone in the shotgun, 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. They're going to keep it on the ground. Missed tackle.
There's too much sideways running, like you're trying to grab him from the, there's not enough downhill from the Grant defense.
You got a team that plays as physical, runs the ball as physical as Tioga. You're going to have to meet the ball carrier. You can't arm tackle him, as they say. Keeping the ball on the ground. Big hole over the left side. There is a flag on the play. Shoestring tackle there by Matthew Futrell. We'll see what the call is. Holding Tioga, so that one's going to come back. That was a nice play there by Miles Futrell, fighting off a block and just coming up with a shoestring tackle.
I see Tioga is putting their starting running back in after he kind of limped off the field and had to be checked out. Maybe they're trying to prove a point, I don't know.
Midway through the third quarter with this running clock, Tioga up 62-14, and they're going to give him the ball, and he's going to be tackled
Kenny Ponte on the carry.
at about the 18-yard line. Second down. Ponte gets the ball again. Got the edge, and another Tioga touchdown.
Takes it to the outside of the end zone. Tioga touchdown.
Big hole over on the left side. Nobody touched him. Takes it all the way to the house. Get a look at Miles.
I guess that proves something to them. I don't know.
Get a look at Gage Husseini with the Cougar offense coming back. We saw a couple of one really pretty ball. Point after is good.
Extra point is good. Brought to you by the American
Clock
Cancer
winds down
Society.
there. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Tioga opens their lead up 69-14. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Toomey Ingram Field here in Tioga, Louisiana. Week 9 matchup between the Grant Cougars and Tioga Indians, and so far tonight it's been all Tioga Indians up 69-14 here over the Cougars.
Number 10,
Short
Jaden
return
Moore.
by Jaden Moore is going to give the Cougar offense a ball at about the 30-yard line.
Brought down by Trey Fisher and Christian Isles.
I don't know about you, Coach, but I'm excited to see a little bit of Gage. We've seen the flashes of what he can do.
Yeah, he can throw the ball and he can put it right where it needs to be. You know, a few personnel changes, but Tioga, for the most part, leaving their starters in.
Quick
Good
throw to the far side, ball completed. I believe that was to Keith McKinney over there on the far side of the field. Nice gain there.
That
Pass
was
was complete.
number 3,
Sean
Williams.
I'm sorry, sure is.
I can see the numbers in these white.
Second down for Grant.
I can in the black uniform.
Can in the black uniform. Cougars going tempo, give it to Ahmad Sykes, and Ahmad's
Number
going to
1,
have a
Ahmad
Cougar
Sykes
first
up the
down.
middle.
We'll have a
out
first
across
down.
the 40.
I think Tioga has a
That'll be a
particular
Grant
interest
First down.
in keeping Ahmad out of the end zone tonight.
Ahmad's had quite a season, lots of touchdowns this year. First down and 10, low snap, Gage, they're just going to have to fall on it. Ahmad picks it up and tries to make a play, but going to lose a lot of yards. Another one of those miscues.
Number 42,
man, you
Mo
get something
Abdelhadi.
going and then you have a bad snap and it just, man, that puts you behind the sticks.
And that young man has done that all night. We've seen him high, we've seen him low.
Second down and 15, another low snap. Gage's going to throw that one.
And he picked off again.
To the other team. Let's see what the flag is. That ball hung just a little bit too long.
We had to pick it up off the ground.
That really messes the whole time because that is a timing route.
Personal foul, it's going to be a roughing the passer, so that's going to be negated.
Roughing the passer against Tioga.
Tioga fans.
Tioga fans do not like that call.
Well, they're showing words of positivity to the officials.
Is that what
Our
it
new
is?
student section cheerleaders
Encouraging.
getting their exercise in tonight. Give it up for them.
So the Cougars catch a break on that
Some
one.
of them might could join the track team.
But as we were saying before, that was a timing route. When you have a bad snap, it just messes everything up. Got a little coach, the officials trying to get the chain gang lined up in the right place. First down and 10 here for the Cougars from the 45-yard line. Ahmad Sykes is going to be blown up.
Number 1, Ahmad Sykes. Hit by Thomas.
Second down and 11. And now it'll be the end of 3.
Yeah.
Tioga up 69-14 over the Cougars. So we'll step away at the end of the quarter, and we'll be back in just a moment for the conclusion of Grant versus Tioga. Welcome back to the fourth quarter here at Toomey Ingram's Field. Tonight, another way to start the fourth quarter. Matthew Cooper on the carry, just blowing that play up. Going to bring up third down and about 14. Trips at the top of your screen. And Gage is going to throw one. He's got a man open.
Incomplete pass.
That was going to fall.
Jaden Moore could have caught that. He just kind of, I don't know if he didn't want to or he couldn't see it or.
I don't know if he lost the ball in the lights, but he had the step. The
ball was right there. He just had to come up and catch it.
Fourth down.
I like to see that again, but with a mod.
Yeah. Fourth down. Offense is certainly staying on the field here, down 69-14. It'd be kind of pointless to punt the ball. Trips at the top of your screen. And they bring pressure. And he's sacked by four. Not one, but four. So the Tioga offense will take over on down. Tioga first team offense remains on the field, up 69-14.
I think they're going to try to score again.
Clock winding down, under 10 minutes left in this ball game.
Number 9, Ramon Bennett on the carry.
Big run there on first down. Tempo. I believe you're right, Coach. I believe they're going to try to score again. Jake Glass, tackle. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Ramon Bennett hit quickly by the Cougars.
The Tioga offense does have a different quarterback in the game.
What number you see?
No number here on my roster, but Stevens appears to be the name. Matthew Cooper in on the stop.
Number 9, Ramon Bennett, Tioga first down.
That'll be enough for another Tioga first down. First and 10, ball at the 21-yard line, 22-yard line. We've seen that play a couple of times tonight. And a touchdown saving tackle by Matthew Cooper.
First down.
First down and goal here for Tioga offense. Continue to run tempo. And the ball off straight ahead. Falling down inside the 5. Second down and goal.
Second and goal here for the Indians.
Straight ahead. And the running back's doing
Looks like
a little push.
Looks like Grant drove into
Bennett up
the
the
end zone.
middle. He's in the
For
end
another
zone.
Tioga touchdown. winding down to midway the fourth quarter. Tioga with another touchdown. Waiting the point after attempt. Tioga is going to go for 2. Just takes a knee. So midway through the fourth quarter, it's been all Tioga here tonight, 75-14 over the Grant Cougars. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in just a minute with the conclusion. Welcome back to Tioga, Louisiana. District 2 4A contest between the Tioga Indians and the Grant Cougars. Been all Tioga tonight, up 75-14 here with under 5 minutes left in this ball game. And Coach, we talked about it earlier, this is going to be probably the last time we see Grant Tioga for a while.
Absolutely.
Keith McKinney looking for some room to run, and he's going backwards. Going to be tackled down inside the 10-yard line. Grant will be moving back to 3A. Tioga. Tioga, will they remain where they are, or are they moving?
They'll be in 4A, and they get the treat of Neville coming down to district to replace
Neville.
Grant. I don't know if the noisemakers will be shooting off then.
Neville in a bit of a dog fight up there tonight in Monroe against West Monroe, one of the perennial powerhouses here in the state of Louisiana.
A school of about 900 kids.
Yeah.
You know, they have classification for a reason.
Yes, absolutely they do. Gage Hosini coming back out to play quarterback for the Cougars. First down and 10. Well, we got timeout on the field. Seemed to be a little bit of confusion.
Grant, sponsored by Woodman Life and Dripsy Avivar.
We were short of, we had 10 players on the field. Grant forced to call a timeout with 3:42 here left in the ball game. Down 75-14 for these Tioga Indians. Been a rough night here for the Cougars all the way around.
There's no doubt about that.
Two receivers at the bottom of your screen, one at the top. Low snap again. Mod Sykes looking for some room.
He's going to score.
He's got the sideline. Nobody's going to catch him. He's going to run that one all the way back to the house for a Cougar touchdown here late in the game.
And he kind of toyed with them there at the end. They weren't fast enough.
Yeah, he was not running wide open on that play.
No noisemakers on that one.
No noisemakers. How many does that make from Mod?
I want to say 32 or 33. Of course, the freshmen don't dress for Tioga in these games. So these are the sophomores, juniors. And
Mod's gonna try to score himself, and Tioga's gonna rally to that one. No, Mod's still on his feet. He's still on his feet. He's going to throw one. That was going to be
Number 1,
incomplete.
Ahmad Sykes.
Ahmad running
Scrambling.
around down there a little bit.
Extra point is no good.
So we're down about 2.5 minutes left in this ball game. It's a little bit late, but it's 75 to 20. I don't know. That was I don't know if that was designed where he was. It looked like it was designed, coach, but it didn't really work. Ahmad running around like they're trying to make something happen. We're going to step away, and we'll be right back, and we'll bring you the conclusion of this one from Tioga, Louisiana. Down to just over a minute left in this one. Big touchdown run, almost 90 yards.
Was it about 90 yards?
Yeah, it was right there about 90 yards for Ahmad Sykes. Jaden Rivera kicking that away.
Let's see if we can get a good coverage team down.
Oh, but looking for the edge. He's going to find it. And he is going to be hit hard by Matthew Cooper. A little fire left there at number 37, Matthew Cooper.
Big return
Absolutely.
by number 8, Jackson Tarver.
After a big
He's a pass midfield.
By Tioga. They may.
That's gonna run the ball game.
I think that's going to end the ball game right there. I see Tioga's folks lining up on the 50-yard line, and that's going to do it for week number 9 here at Toomey Ingram Field. Tioga 75 to 20 over the Grant Cougars. I want to invite you to join us
Tuesday night
Tuesday night
for the final
coaching
show of the season.
The Cougars are going to be getting ready to play the West Washita Chiefs. That's who they are. West Washita Chiefs.
So they'll be playing them on Thursday night for senior night. That'll be a good one.
Yep, that'll close out the season, be the final district game of the season for the Cougars.
Final 4A game.
Yes, final 4A game. So join us Tuesday night as we talk to Coach Jarvis Felton and get ready for the West Washita Chiefs. I should have remembered that mascot, Coach.
You being a chief.
Well, that'll do it for our wonderful cameraman, Mr. Alan Simmons. Thank you for your work, and for the coach here, Thomas Laborde.
What'd you say, young? We're on the radio live.
Will join us Tuesday night.
Dumbass.
Thank you for joining us here tonight. We'll see you later.
Thank you, guys.